One of the most important skills that you can improve in your life to improve the quality of your life, to impact people in a better way, to be happier, to be more fulfilled, is to get better at decision making. Are you making high quality decisions every day or low quality decisions? See, sometimes you might wake up and not feel so well. And maybe you're just kind of out of it, you're groggy, maybe you're having a bad hair day, maybe you're just not up to it. The motivation is low and you're really not pumped up to do the things that you know are important. Maybe you don't want to go to the gym. Maybe you don't want to eat healthy. Maybe you just want to slack off and relax and take it easy. Not really work very hard, just try to pretend like you're making progress, do the busy work, check email too many times, maybe look at your social media instead of actually doing the things that are important to you. This is low quality decision making, but most people don't realize it because they don't have framing questions, they don't actually have awareness, and so they just kind of slip into a stream by default without really even knowing. So, ask yourself a simple question. Am I making a high quality decision or a low quality decision? Is this in favor of me or against me? The decisions that I'm making, are they helping me grow? Is this expansion or is this contraction or is this going back to my comfort zone? And just by asking this, immediately your level of awareness goes up, and the first step to high quality performance is awareness. So if you know that you're about to go make a decision that is counterproductive, you can very quickly go, oh wait, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I don't feel well, but if I do something that's sloppy, it's gonna make me feel even worse, because this is the slippery slope. When you make one low quality decision, you're likely to make another one. And guess what you'll do after that? Another one, and then another one. And then maybe like 15 more before you finally realize that you're in a deep dark hole and you should have climbed out 15 decisions ago. I don't want that to happen to you. It's happened to me so many times in my life, and the easiest fix is right there in front of your nose, and you just often cannot see it until somebody points it out. That question, saying, hey, is this growth or is this comfort? Is this me going back or is this me going forward? It's that simple. Now, I'm not saying you can never take a step back, and you should never go back into your comfort zone, because that's probably a little too intense. However, most of the time, growth. Most of the time, 80%, 60% minimum, I would say, it has to be the majority of the time, growth. Because otherwise, you're slipping into that stream and you're just getting carried away and you're going further back than you are forward. Or you're just staying the same and deteriorating slowly over time. So again, ask yourself, is this forward? Is this backwards? Is this growth? Or is this contraction or comfort? Once you know that, ask yourself, is it worth it? Will I actually feel better by doing these things that aren't moving me forward? Because my life is really just the sum of my total decisions that I've made up until today. You're making decisions every single day, over and over and over, thousands of them. You don't notice them because they seem insignificant, like what to have for breakfast, or if you don't eat breakfast then you fast, and then maybe what your first meal of the day is, whatever, right? Like, there's that decision every single day that's happening. Have you automated that decision and said, okay, this is what I'm gonna eat, that's great? Or are you just kind of stumbling around, and then when you do, you pick bad things that aren't good for you, then you don't feel good? Or are you making good decisions every day? Just be honest. Be honest with yourself. That's really the first and most important thing, because if you're making bad decisions and then pretending like you didn't, hiding it from yourself, hiding it from other people, then it makes it really hard. At least if it's out in the open and you know about it, you can do something about it. So then once you know and you're aware, it's easier to go, well, this is a no-brainer. Of course I'm going to choose this. Or maybe I'll choose the bad decision for, not so long. And you might have spiraled for a year. Instead, it's a month, maybe a couple weeks. For me, I've had so many addictions and things that I've been hooked on and just wasting time. And at times it's been so counterproductive. And usually those times were the same times where I was hiding and suppressing it and pretending like it wasn't a problem. But when I let it out into the open and I admitted it to myself, it was easy to move on. And then if I really wanted something, I could still have it by all means. It's not like I've never eaten chocolate ever since I started my journey 5 years ago. It's just that I don't eat it as much. You know, it's not very often. So think about that you can spiral and go out of control as a result of not being honest with yourself. And then you'll value being honest with yourself, and then you'll be more aware. You have higher levels of awareness, and it's easier to make higher quality decisions. And then you ask yourself, is this up or is this down? Is this forward or is this backwards? Every time. Try it. Every time. It'll help you. It'll improve the quality of your life. And that's why I want you to try it.